Hi everyone, it's Jana with Purple Girl Crafts. Today I'm going to show you how to make this double Z folded card. To get started, I'm going to lay out all the pieces first and put a little piece of paper with the dimensions on it to make it just a little bit easier should you want to get all your pieces together. So the first piece we're going to need is 12 by 6 3/4. Then we are going to need one piece that is 4 3/8 by 3 1/2. We're going to need one piece that is 4 5/8 by 3 3/4. 3 pieces that are 6 1/4 by 3 1/2. And the mat layers are 3 pieces, 6 1/2 by 3 3/4. And that's all the pieces that we're going to need to make this card. So as we begin, we're going to begin with the base card. This is the 12-inch piece. And on the 12-inch side, we're going to score this. We are going to score this at 4 inches and 8 inches on the 12-inch side. And now we're going to flip the paper and we are going to make a pencil mark at 3 3/4. And this is on the 6 3/4 inch side. Just on one end and just at 3 3/4. And then we're going to do a diagonal cut from that first score mark down to that pencil mark that you just made. But before we do that, we're just going to go ahead and stop there. And I'm going to move my scoreboard. I'll bring out my cutter. And let's cut this piece. Again, I'm just going to put a pencil mark here so you can see where that score line is. So we're going to cut from that first pencil mark down to that second one I just made. Just make sure it's lined up. And that's what you should end up with. So I'm going to move my trimmer and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to score this. Just fold it in, score it, flip the card, and then score it again on the last score line that you did. So that's the base of the card. Now for the mats and layers. So there's going to be one pink piece is just going to be on the back side with the layer on top. And then the two second pink large pieces are going to be in the center, and then the smaller one will be on the end. Now these we're going to also have to diagonal cut. These two pieces you don't have to do anything with. These two pieces we're going to have to cut the diagonal, and you have to make sure they're opposite direction, especially on the pattern paper. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to mark these with a pencil. We're going to mark this one at 4 5/8 on the 3 3/4 inch side. And you're going to mark these two larger pink pieces. And then you can draw your line, or you can just go ahead and cut it with your trimmer. And again, we're going to do that on both of the pink larger pieces. And these are at 4 5/8. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to trim these, mark them and trim them as we do each color, just to make it a little bit easier for everybody that's watching. So that's the first two larger pink pieces. So those two pieces are done, and then the last pink piece, the smallest piece, this one's we're going to mark it at 2 3/4 on the 3 3/4 inch side. And go ahead and cut that. So those are all the base, the pink are the base, and those are all done. And make sure you erase any of your pencil marks just so you don't see them when you're done. Okay, now for the two layer pieces, let me move my trimmer. These are going to be marked at 4 3/8. Now remember, you want to cut these opposite direction. because your card will be facing the other way on the front side. And the last little piece, this one you're going to put a pencil mark at 2.5 inches. And then again, we're going to diagonal cut all of these to the corner. Let's move our trimmer back. Now before you cut these, I'm going to cut one of them. Now again, remember you want to do the back side. So since I marked these on the same side, what I'm going to do, and it's probably easier, is I'm going to take the two pieces that are patterned and I'm going to lay them next to each other. I'm going to flip the one so it's backwards so the patterns are opposite each other. And then I'm just going to draw the pencil line, and then I'm just going to cut it. If you didn't have patterned paper, it wouldn't matter, but for the patterned paper, I don't want the white side to show on the back. And this will be all the cutting that we have to do. And then so this one will be on the back side, and the pattern piece will show on the front with the pink behind it, like that. Now again, if I would have had double-sided pattern or blue paper, the blue banner would be there. I must have missed one. Let me finish cutting this one. Okay, now we're done with all of our pieces that we need to cut. For this project, I am going to use double-sided tape. So I'm going to grab the card and all the base and layers, and I'm going to fast forward through this, and I'm going to tape all of them down. Now that everything is glued down, I'm going to pull the tape. I'm just going to go halfway, making sure that it's all firmly placed down. And then I'm going to use the tape actually as my guide. Make sure this is lined up. Stick it on one of the sides where the glue is, or the tape has been pulled off, and then just pull all of them. It's just a great way to make sure that you can line up your papers. Okay, I'm going to get the rest of these glued down. Now all of our mats and layers are glued down. You still see that white part, which I'm not very happy about, but it's okay. Okay, so now we are going to do some embellishments. So I cut out some happy birthday just out of a die cut that I had. And I'm just trying to figure out where I want them. So I think I'm going to put them in the center here, the birthday. Yeah, and then put the happy in the front. And then I have these little mice that are trying to balance all their food. So put that one there. And I've got another little mouse. These are trying to help them with more food. And then a little one where he's just indulging. So I'm going to fast forward, and I'm going to glue all these down again. Just a few more embellishments and this will be another done project. Thank you so much for watching today. Please subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to see more videos, click on one of the links that'll be appearing soon. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.